Hey everyone, now let's learn about the chapter cell injury. Introduction to cell injury. Cell injury means disease taking place in human body at microscopic level because tissues are not functioning normally due to cell damage or not able to function properly. Now the causes of cell injury are physical factors like example temperature. If there is too high temperature, there will be the burn injury, and less than normal temperature, sub-zero temperature means frostbite. Second, exposure to chemicals. Third, exposure to infections, and fourth, genetic factors. So these were the causes of cell injury. Now let's move on to the hypoxia. Hypoxia means it's decrease oxygen, and its main cause of cell injury. So hypo means less and oxia means oxygen. So cells having less oxygen for utilization is hypoxia. Now the alveolar O2 diffuses into the blood, and here it combines with the hemoglobin of RBC and form the oxyhemoglobin and goes to the cells and tissues. Now, four common cause of hypoxia is hash mnemonic. H means hypoxic hypoxia, decrease in PO2, less amount of oxygen entering the blood. Reason high altitudes, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, ILD, interstitial lung disease, right and left shunt. Now, anemic hypoxia due to decreased functional hemoglobin, anemia, reduction in functional red cell mass, altered hemoglobin. So we are having carbon monoxide poisoning, CO poisoning, and it forms the CO hemoglobin and carbon monoxide hemoglobin and leads to the headache. Cherry red color present. So very important. Cherry red color of hemoglobin is present. So CO hemoglobin is cherry red of color. And this carbon monoxide poisoning can be by the use of room heaters, house catching a fire. And now let's learn about the methemoglobin. So here the ferrous Fe2 positive. Oxidation leads to the Fe3 positive ferric iron, and there can be the ferric can be converted into ferrous by in presence of cytochrome B5 reductase. This is methemoglobin. Methemoglobin associated with newborn or exposure to drugs like nitrates, sulfonamides, and local anesthetics. Methemoglobin is also associated with individuals with cytochrome B5 reductase deficiency. Treatment by IV methylene blue reducing agent. Methemoglobinemia can be treated with methylene blue and vitamin C. So, methemoglobinemia can be treated with methylene blue and vitamin C. So, third hypoxia is stagnant hypoxia, means reduction in flow of blood. Ischemia, arterial obstruction, more common cause of stagnant hypoxia, and congestion, venous obstruction. Now, the histotoxic hypoxia. In this, oxygen is present but cells are not using the oxygen. So cytochrome, because of cyanide poisoning, it inhibits the cytochrome, and it is associated with IV nitroprusside long term usage leading to the cyanide poisoning. So the cyanide poisoning associated with brick red discoloration. So in पहले हमने पढ़ा कि कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड की पॉइजनिंग होगी, वी विल बी हैविंग चेरी रेड, और हेयर साइनाइड पॉइजनिंग है तो ब्रिक रेड कलर है. सो ट्रीटमेंट बाय B12 मिथाइल कोबालामीन, amyl nitrate, and sodium thiosulfide. So treatment of histotoxic hypoxia is vitamin B12, amyl nitrate, and sodium thiosulfide. Most common cause of hypoxia is ischemia. Severity of injury affected by nature of cell and duration. So sensitivity of cell in body to any kind of injury is CNS, neuron, 2 minutes, most sensitive. Then is cardiac fiber. So then is skeletal muscle fiber. Then at last is fibroblast, most resistant. So the neuron is most sensitive. Now, third is third severity to injury is it affects the organs. Specific areas most susceptible to ischemic damage, like CNA in CNS. Here we can we are having the Purkinje cells in cerebellum, cerebral cortical neurons in layers 3, 5, 6, and B cardiac tissue, subendocardial area, and GIT, splenic flexure is there.